Following the release of the Crash Insane trilogy, fans have been asking for Crash Team Racing to receive the same treatment, and that time is thankfully almost upon us, with the remake right around the corner. So today I'm going to tell you what you need to know about it. Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled is being remade from the ground up by Beenox, not vicarious visions like the Insane trilogy. For this remake, they haven't just taken the PS1 version and spruced it up with some new paint, but also added a lot of changes and new content. The original starred 15 playable characters. This has been increased to at least 25 for the remake, including not just those from the PS1 version, but also characters from 2003's Crash Nitro Kart. Of course, in addition to new characters, there are also new tracks. These include all 18 from the original, plus the 13 from Nitro Kart, coming to an impressive total of 31, or 32 on the PS4, which includes an exclusive track called Retro Stadium that matches very closely to the aesthetic of the PS1 version. If you thought 30-something tracks was a lot, there are an additional 12 confirmed battle arenas that include new modes such as Crystal Grab, Capture the Flag, and Steal the Bacon. Of course, when you begin the game, you won't have access to all the content at once. In fact, only 8 of the characters will be selectable initially, and that's where Adventure Mode comes in. When starting the mode, you'll be prompted to choose either Classic or Nitro-Fueled. There's not a great deal of difference between them, but Nitro-Fueled allows you to use any items or characters you've unlocked and switch between them at any time, not to mention adjust the difficulty level. Most will want to choose Nitro-Fueled, but if you're really looking for something closer to the original, Classic at least has you covered. One of the biggest improvements to Adventure Mode overall is what you unlock and then how you unlock them. Now you gain access to bosses straight away after beating them, as opposed to much later, making progress feel more natural and rewarding. On top of that, bosses now have brand new cinematic cutscenes right before and after the race, which really gives you some greater insight into their character. As you complete various challenges and collect Wumpa coins, you can unlock tons of different vanity items such as kart bodies, paint jobs, decals, stickers, wheels, as well as character skins. This should not only give you plenty of extra longevity if you want to unlock them all, but also give you plenty of ways to really personalise your character and kart like you've never had the opportunity to do so before. To top it all off, some of the character skins also have their own quirky, unique podium animations to boot. Unique aspects like this also extend to the starting gates of each track, all with their own individual look that matches the theme, as well as in some cases an accompanying animation. Whilst we're talking about the tracks, each retains the identical layout from before, although Beenox already fleshed them out and made them much more representative of their name. For example, the hub world Gemstone Valley now contains an assortment of large gemstones that really catch your eye, and Dragon Mines now actually contains a dragon that looms over you as you race by. One little notable change you may have noticed in the HUD is that it now has an updated meter in the bottom right that better indicates your power slide level, allowing you to maximise your boost as much as possible. If for whatever reason you aren't a fan of it, you can switch it back at the push of a button. With the original releasing in 1999 on the PS1, online play just wasn't really a thing, certainly not on consoles anyway. Thankfully, Beenox have made sure to include it for the remake, allowing you to matchmake online, testing your skills against up to 7 other players. If however you want to kick it old school and race with your friends in person using 4-player split screen, that is still a feature that has been commonly phased out in many games of today, so it's nice to see it's made its return. Unlike the Crash Insane trilogy, this remake is coming to the PS4, Xbox One and Switch at the exact same time on the 21st of this month. In terms of performance, recent information suggests it'll run at 30 FPS on all platforms, though I imagine it'll hold 30 much more steadily on the more powerful PS4 Pro and Xbox One X. There was some speculation it was going to run at 60 FPS on those platforms, but sadly it appears this isn't the case. In terms of resolution, we can assume it'll run higher than 1080p on the Pro and X, just like the Insane trilogy, but no hard numbers have been talked about. For those interested in the Switch version and are curious to see what graphical compromises have been made for it, we do have a couple of good comparison images that highlight them pretty well. The main things that stand out are the slightly different character models, less realistic fur, flatter lighting, and a little less detail in the backgrounds, such as lower foliage, but generally speaking, despite the differences being noticeable, it still holds up reasonably well. Overall, I think if Beenox had taken Crash Team Racing and simply brought it to this gen with a new look of paint, fans would have been happy. However, to see them make so many quality of life changes and offer so much new content at less cost than your standard game really is a fine example of how remakes can and should be handled, so personally I can't wait till June 21st. If you do happen to pre-order before release, you will get 3 additional character skins to use right away, one for Crash, one for Coco, and one for Cortex. That's it for today. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for a notification each time my video goes live. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.